Tell me who you guys are.
On your deathbed.
On your motherfucking deathbed.
All right, we're going to go through the room. You're going to tell me what you play, what your name is, and 3 adjectives describing your style of playing.
Ooh, what's an adjective?
Ready?
Start with a creature.
He came from
Name?
Hello, my name is Creature. I play the fucking bass, and I basically try to just destroy everything, and that's it.
Were there any adjectives in that?
No. But it just cuts to the chase.
Onward.
My name's Mike. I play the drums, and I would describe my playing as hard.
Drumming.
Erect, large, throbbing, full of veins.
With an explosive finish.
Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh, I like that. All right. Next.
I am Kaz, and I play guitar. And I would describe my playing, I would say, aggressive,
That's an adjective.
melodic, and with a lot of failing.
Wow.
You stole like 2 of mine.
Yeah.
We can't say-
Isn't that all?
Melodic and feeling.
You have to just say shredding. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. Are you done then?
I'm done. Go ahead, James.
Alright. My name is James. I play slightly faster guitar.
That is great.
A little bit tighter, a little more precise.
Wait a minute, can I do mine over? Hi, my name's Jamie. Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, and then I just, fucking play style, adjectives, right? Shreddy, an adjective, right? Fucking quick and
Precise?
precise. Yeah, well, precise. I like precise.
Okay.
And final answer.
All right.
Okay.
Bob, vocals.
Bailey.
I'd say
Today.
I'd say energetic, aggressive, and energetic.
Angry.
Oh, angry.
Angry. Okay. All right. So you guys have been a band since 2013, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Have you all been in the band since 2013?
All but James. We all
Okay.
joined in 2013, and James joined 2 years ago now?
Yeah, November 2016 or was
Yep.
it October?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right near the end of the year.
Fall 2016.
Yep.
Okay. What made you want to get James?
Look at him.
We decided.
What? What didn't make it?
Sexy,
I mean, what else needs to be said? Just look at him.
Alright, so
And he has guitar playing.
this is how it went down.
Yeah, like,
Like,
there was a bit of a
This is how it went down.
Yeah.
We had our previous guitar player, Ben, had a job offer that he couldn't turn down, so he ended up taking that, and we started looking for...
That was the reason?
Yes, that was his reason.
That's the
what he told me.
kosherest story.
No, that's not the reason, but anyway.
Okay, well, that's what he told me. Anyways, and then
We all got
we
different
began the process of looking for a new guitar player. We tried out a few people and just weren't finding the right fits. And this new kid started working at my day job. And somebody told me, hey, the new kid I heard plays guitar really well, is a shredder. I think that's what they said.
So my business cards.
So I went over to him and I said, hey, I hear you play guitar. And with full confidence he says, yeah, I do. I go, well, you in a band? And then I said, well, you want to try out, whatever. And then I think, 3 days later, I came back to you and I was like, here's a CD. Still interested? He said, yep. And I think another 3 days later, I went back to him and I said, hey, if you only got like one song learned, it's fine. You can just come down and we'll just jam and see how it goes. And he's like, dude, I had every one done. And I'm like, wow, this kid's fucking confident. I like it.
Ready.
And then he came down and jammed with us and pretty much just destroyed it. He actually stomped my dick into
Fit
a
right
tail.
in. You fit right in.
Yeah, he killed it. First try, we all just, right then and there, we didn't have to think about it. We just said, Mr. James, you're not as handsome as the rest of us, but you fucking play
I'll find a way
great.
to blend.
And
I'll
now
blend
look,
in.
but now look at him. Now
You don't
fucking,
dress as good as the rest of us, but
right.
we can work on
But
that.
now look at him. He's come full circle.
That-
Yeah, and I heard the EP and I was like, yeah, this is pretty dope. So then I joined. And that was my side of it.
Well, that was really what you did with either those. You didn't have a real choice in the matter. We would have just, you either said yes or we kill you.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Right.
I blocked that out. I blocked that part out.
Yeah.
All right, so did he bring a different style in
Yes,
for you guys?
absolutely.
More of a newer metal style, I would say.
Metalcore.
Because a lot of us come from the 90s hardcore scene.
Was that something you were looking for when you were
Yeah,
looking?
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was one of the downfalls with our other guitar player. He wrote some great stuff, but he was more like old school punk, and it really wasn't the direction that we wanted to go. For
He
me,
was more old school punk thrash.
thrash, right? And for me, I was writing most, I'd say probably 90% of the songs.
Right.
You know, so it kind of had just like whatever style I was playing. So when he came and started showing us his stuff, I was just like, there was no ego trip. It was like, dude, we need to start doing his music. I already had probably like 6 songs ready to go, like, you know, but as soon as he started bringing us some samples, we were like, hell no, we got to just jump on his, get his in the mix, because the mix between our previous style and his style just blended so well. And I think that's why we can play with a Faster Pussycat, LA Guns, but then go play with Whitechapel, you know, and whoever else, Devil Driver, Phil, you know, because we have such that wide range that can kind of draw the crowds in.
That's what I was going to ask you guys, because you guys play with a lot of different
Right.
bands. How easy is it to jump into something like that? I
wouldn't say it's easy at all, but what we've got to do is we try to tailor our sets to whatever type of band we're playing with for the most part, and make sure it's gonna not make people think that we're anything we're not, but just show them more of what they're used to try
Like
to
when
get
we
them.
played with Dawkins,
Yeah.
we didn't play all of our heaviest stuff,
Mm-hmm.
our most aggressive stuff. We went kind of the middle route.
Right.
And
And it went over well.
Each time it's went over well.
I think you got to have that confidence too. We have, you know,
Well, that's-
we have years of experience. So to us, yes, we're smart enough to know that we're not going to jump on that stage and we're not going to go, hey, dude, we don't give a fuck who we're playing.
Right.
We're going to do the heaviest shit. No, we're smart enough to make our set fit, but we also have the confidence and the professionalism to get up there and fucking stomp the shit out of it
Right.
and not give a shit who we're fucking playing with,
Right.
you know? And I think that's
It's another added benefit of having multiple writing styles going
Right.
back into the mix
Right,
too.
right.
No, I think too it helps you guys gain more fans. It
Absolutely.
brings you to more
Absolutely.
different
We'll
avenues.
play a show with bands, like you said, like Faster Pussycat, those type of bands. And some of those fans may not have been exposed to our style of music.
Right.
So they'll be like, oh, that band was a little heavier, but it's something I actually still dug, so I'll check that out. And that may be a bridge to a Hatebreed or a Slayer. You know what I mean?
Well, the other thing we found too was the last, I think it was the last Faster Pussycat show, and I think it was also an LA Gun show, is there were some people there that brought their kids,
Yeah.
and then their kids would come up to us and be like, I was coming here to check out this band that my parents showed me or whatever, and I thought it was awesome, but then I see you guys, you know, so that's also a nice little bridge right there, you know, which is another added benefit.
Okay.
I mean, music's music, you know, it's the international language, man, you know. If I can dig it,
Yeah,
you dig it.
man.
But
Yeah,
I
man,
still
you did
feel
it.
like local bands though try to be one thing. Like you guys aren't one thing. Like you can do many, many things, and I think it's from the diversity in what you guys grew up
Yeah.
Yeah.
listening
without a
to.
doubt.
Right.
But it seems like other bands, not naming anybody, but they're very they're just, I'm going to do this and that, and I don't think that's going to bring success
if you-
to a lot of people.
If you get into our backgrounds, I have classical music,
Right.
blues, rock, heavy metal. Kaz is
Same with
blues.
Kaz.
You know, like and that's exactly what it is. It's a big diversity.
Most of us come from a hardcore background. Some of us come from a scarecore background.
Oh, that shit, dude. That's one-dimensional. That's a one-dimensional statement right there. Say classical.
And I actually played in a live wire hip hop band for 18 years. So.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
So-
so that's really
yeah.
different. Now you can see, You know, when you have Bob from Drain, Woodland Creatures, Rebound.
Right.
Scarecrow
There
Hill.
wasn't another one in the mix. That's
get
it. That was a whole.
But does this make it easier for you guys to write, or do you find it sometimes gets
It's easier.
harder to write?
I think it's easier because we have more avenues to touch on.
Okay.
Right.
So if we're like, oh, what are we gonna do? Well, let's pull, the blues out of our ass, and
Okay.
make that work.
I thought,
Like-
I think the writing process with this band is super fluid, like super synergistic. It clicks together after a few playthroughs, and you end up with a sound that has a mix of everybody that's in the band.
So you guys all come into writing together?
Absolutely.
Like, it's not just Bob coming in with
No,
something,
no.
or...
Well, before that, it was, like I said, it was primarily me
Yes.
bringing the songs.
Kaz and
forward.
James will come in with riff
Riff structures
and then we all add.
But that's why it was so
Parts
refreshing.
to it.
That's why it was so refreshing when he did have that writing in. And he also brought vocals too, which was great because I've always been a huge proponent to have those backup vocals to alleviate some of that singing off of him too, so he can really push when he needs to push. But having, now we have two vocals on each side, which we're still, that's, still a learning curve. We're still trying to get that tightened up, which we will, but, so going forward, we're gonna definitely, try to use our strengths, bring that more forthright. Like tonight.
What keeps you guys together? A lot of bands break up, and you guys have been going strong. So is it you just put up with each other?
Yeah. It's the experience of understanding, not having unrealistic expectations.
Right.
I think that's a big part of it.
Stubbornness.
Well, here's
I think it's basically, I basically do it because I love music.
Okay.
And other than that, there's not another reason why.
So you ignore them and just play?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right.
Just watch me while we're playing live. Just watch. My eyes will be rolled back in my head. I have no idea what's going on around me.
The thing is,
You know what I'm doing.
being in a band is never easy. You have a lot of strong personalities. There were some musicians. I don't give a shit who you were talking about.
Oh, yeah. We're
All
talking about
musicians
egos.
have strong personalities. You put 5 strong personalities in one room and you have to try to make it work.
Right.
No, it's not easy. But I will say, with this band, I feel like we've been pretty fortunate with the maybe just coming into the scene at the right time. Because the one thing I think for me, if I ever have any second thoughts about it, I look at it and go, you know what though? I'm not playing any fucking dive bars. I'm not in a tiny little room, where I get drunk people asking me to play Freebird. You know what I'm saying? We're playing good shows, we're playing in good venues, and we're in a good scene right now.
But we will come and play your house.
But we will play your house, absolutely.
We'll play your backyard.
We don't give a
Okay.
shit what we're playing, but I'm just saying we've been very fortunate.
Yeah.
So I think having all these opportunities come up with not a lot of effort on our part other than just producing a good product. I think it makes it a little bit easier when you have that, and experience.
It's easy for him to say because he's not the one booking the shows.
Right.
Yeah, but you guys get a lot of good.
We do.
You're very fortunate
Yeah, no.
to be able to do what you guys
Yeah,
have
we
been doing.
appreciate
so.
it very much. Yeah.
Now, are you guys going to tour?
It has to be right circumstances.
Yes.
Is what I'll go with.
Well, I mean,
Yes.
you all have jobs, so I
Family.
understand.
We
Yeah.
all-
so
We're all
I'll quit mine tomorrow.
I'd like to.
three of us are family people first.
yeah.
And the band is a close second. You know what I mean? Which, it's tough.
We'd have to make a living.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a tour where you.
I mean, we are willing to do. Well, I know I'm definitely willing to do a week or 2 weeks at a time.
Smaller stuff.
We are looking to take
It's
little
about-
branches out, right?
Yeah.
Out to the Midwest a little bit, 3 show
Absolutely.
weekends.
Like
shows that.
if you were
Tours
offered
like that.
something,
If we were offered it, they
Yes.
were going to pay us
then yes. Okay.
enough to cover our wages for the week or whatever, however long it is.
Right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And we were just saying 3-4 day weekends or a week or whatever,
Yeah.
stuff like that.
We'd
Yes.
love to hit the European market too.
Absolutely.
It's so huge over there. So why not take 2 weeks, go over there, test the market,
Right.
see how it goes? Because a lot of people now, once they get a name established over there, now they're just doing fly-in
Yeah.
stuff and doing weekend gigs or whatever, maybe a 4-day thing, instead of going out there for 2 weeks straight. It's a lot easier now, I think, because you have the social media, you have the ways of people over there seeing your stuff, so then they're gonna want it more, and then that will, hopefully get you to go back there, wherever you go, if it's out in Ohio, if it's, I don't know, in Europe somewhere.
Well, speaking of stuff, are you putting out anything new?
Yep, we're in the process of recording.
Okay. Have you recorded anything?
Drums.
Okay.
And
We actually
and
going in this
pre-productions.
week. We're actually going in this week to continue guitar tracking, and then from there we're gonna have a timeline on through the completion of the album.
Now, are you doing an actual album, another
Yes.
EP?
Right, as of right now, it's an 8-song record.
Okay. And how has the music changed?
For the better.
Honestly, it's mostly what people have been seeing already. You know what I mean? It's what we've been playing already.
Market testing, and it seems to go good.
Yes.
Okay.
So far. we
It's
get
the songs that people have been asking for recordings of.
Okay.
So,
Obviously, things are just come together better now.
Right.
Just because we've
Right.
been together longer. You know what I mean? So the original stuff we wrote, it was us testing the waters. And now it's more of a solid, we know what we're doing.
plus some songs that James contributed to the writing.
Yeah, nice mix.
mostly, and-
So we don't have a date when it's coming out?
No.
Early next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would say early. I would
Early
say
next year.
early.
Yes.
Hopefully
First
spring.
quarter.
We're hoping for the
Hopefully
summer.
spring.
We're hoping for the spring and summer to do some like
Hopefully spring.
launching of maybe see release parties or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who's producing it? Do we know? Are we?
You're looking at them.
Oh. All right. So
Well,
self-doing everything.
We're looking at doing the engineering for getting all the instrumentation tracked, but then we're looking at mixing and mastering outside. I think we're looking at the in-house right now, right? I think it's #1 contender, but we're not sure about that part yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's still early stages, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Are we doing anything other than On Your Deathbed? Is anyone doing anything outside
Music
of the
wise,
band, music-wise or
me and
anything?
Creature have drained that we still do from time to
On
time.
occasion.
Okay.
You know, it's not really something that we are writing or doing anything serious. We just
If a show shows
yeah,
up.
it's one-off shows here and there.
Okay.
You know, other than that, not really music-wise. No.
So we're all focused on this band.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Music-wise, yes.
I'd
Okay.
say as far as any of us know, this band is a priority music.
Oh no, absolutely,
Right.
absolutely.
Well,
Well, I'm not trying to bring up
No, no,
any.
no.
right?
What's
Just ask.
When is
it.
this being released?
As far as
When's it?
When would this be
Probably
released?
like in a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
So, no,
Okay.
I can't say anything yet.
All right.
What?
No, just the podcast thing.
I mean, if we're talking other shit, that's why I said music-wise,
Right.
this is what we got.
Well, are you doing anything
Oh, I've
outside?
got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, you're doing movies now. He's
Well,
gonna be a
right.
he's gonna be a
That's what I
movie
mean. I
star.
got a bunch of other shit going on, but
Whatever. All right. So, going back to you guys playing with all different bands, has there been anyone that you've played with that you've been able to maybe sit with and get advice or ask anything?
actually, there's been quite a few bands.
Yeah, quite a
I
few.
mean,
Does anyone stand out that has given you something that you guys
Well,
really ran with?
Well, which was kind of strange, but very cool, was Paradise Kitty, the drummer from Paradise
Yeah,
Kitty, actually had like a full-on powwow with me and Mike, and I think you were there too. And she was just telling us all kinds of stuff about what we should do, branching out in the area and whatnot. It was really cool. You know, she took like almost a half hour just bullshit. With
Yeah,
us about stuff.
she took the most time. Yeah, so I guess that would stand out. Because, I mean, almost every national that we've gotten to actually talk with for any length of time, you get into that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? But she definitely took the most.
She actually took it upon herself to right away be like, you guys are great, this is what you should do, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Cool.
Yeah. What's that?
I said
Oh,
cool.
I think I said who.
Cool.
But yeah, so that would be a standout, I suppose.
Yeah.
Okay. And you guys won an award.
We
Yes,
did.
we did.
Yep, best metal act with
How
the
was
musical.
how was that?
It was awesome.
Interesting.
Now was that voted by a committee or was
No,
it voted by?
It was voted by people online.
Oh, all right. So fans.
But I think we have
Fans.
but I think we were nominated by a committee, right? And then it goes by
No,
fans.
nominated by someone.
People too.
Really?
Yeah, it was all fan
It
based.
was all
Okay,
fan
cool.
based,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, that's very cool then.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Is that your first time you won that?
Yeah.
Won something, yes.
Okay.
Like that. you
Nice.
know. We've won Battle of the Bands before, but not that.
Okay.
That was really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What else is going on for the rest of the year? I know, Devil Driver's coming up, right?
Yeah, Driver, Whitechapel,
Ginger.
Yeah.
Ginger, that show that
That's
we got
Providence Metal Fest.
Yeah.
November.
Fourth.
November 4th. Hold on.
Sunday, November
Hold
4th,
my
Yeah.
list.
Providence Metal Fest.
I'm gonna play in the Cove in Worcester on the 15th.
November 5th.
That hasn't been announced yet, but that's.
Okay.
I thought it was the
Can I put that on here?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
And then we're playing on the 28th with Doyle at the Fet Music Hall.
Okay.
From the
Legendary Mystic.
Yes.
Didn't you play with him already?
No, we play. Me and him played with Michael Graves
Oh, all right. Same
With
thing.
Drain.
with Drain. Yeah.
All right.
No, not really.
Doyle's.
All right, so new
Michael Graves
record
was
next
a
year.
Nice guy.
New record,
So,
yes.
Shows this year.
Yep.
Anything else happening?
Hopefully a video shoot.
Oh, we are going to be featured in one of the movies that I'm going to be in, called The Box. So.
Like playing?
No,
Exciting.
our song is going to be featured.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the music in the background of a music of a movie that he participated
Yeah.
in.
Oh.
It's a
One of the
Okay.
movies I acted in.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Well,
And also we might be able to get some music into Hollywood through an old connection of mine. So
Yeah.
and then video shoot. Video
Yeah.
shoot.
and a video shoot hopefully too.
a live video shoot or
No.
like a
Not a live, maybe a performance video shoot, but not.
It's
Not
gonna be
live.
a
Performance
production.
video shoot with storyline.
Horror movie-ish.
Our movie storyline.
for what song can you?
One of the new songs.
Oh.
Probably Blood on My Hands.
But we'll see.
But we'll see. Oh, we just released the name of the new song.
Haven't you played that
Hey,
live?
shush! I'm trying to make it cool and suspenseful.
We're not playing
Yeah,
it tonight.
testing
Oh, it's blood
waters.
on our hands. Okay.
Back in testing waters.
Blood on my hands, listen.
All right. So anything else?
No?
Any last words?
Jeffrey John's porn career.
Yes. Yes, Mike's porn career has
Yep.
been going really well. I actually
Part-time,
I pledged myself to it
part-time
this
day
morning.
gig, full-time porn star.
As soon as the bumps went away, I went right back to work.
Wow.
If there's no pus, they don't know.
So now you have to go and write all this down?
I'm
Wow. You